Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is the month ahead spread for April. So let's give the cards a shuffle and choose our cards and see what we get for this month of April. And of course, the first card we want is what we're going to leave behind as we enter into the month. The next one is what we are going to take forward. The next one is the external focus. Then the inner focus. And then the general energy of the month. Okay, so that's our cards for the month ahead spread. Right, we'll turn them over and see what we've got. So here is what we leave behind. This is the Hanged Man. So what we leave behind, perhaps we've had things on a bit of a pause. We've had that time of reflection. We've worked through gaining new perspectives. So we're perhaps leaving behind some old viewpoints, some old perspectives that we have. We've changed our perspective on some things, and we're leaving the other perspectives behind. They don't work for us anymore, or the new perspective we've got has opened up things for us. So, we've paused for thought. We've gained a new perspective. We're leaving old perspectives behind, and we're in a position now where things have opened up. We're seeing things in a new light because of those changes. So that old way of thinking that we had, some of it perhaps didn't work for us anymore, was a bit too restrictive, too narrow in its focus, and we needed to widen our viewpoint to see more things that were always there, but we didn't see them until now. So we were leaving the old way of looking at things and gaining a new insight. So we're taking forward the Seven of Wands, more wands. Take a look at my review of last month's month ahead spread and the daily draws. You'll know what I'm saying about more wands. And the Seven of Wands to me is we've reached a position. We're in a good position. And we need to defend that position where necessary. And it is more of a defensive pose. And I love this stag, or a little, this deer right in front, almost as a protector or as a guide. And a blazing one here. The hand outstretched saying stop. Hold where you are. come no further sort of defiance or confidence in our position and what we've reached. Stood higher up on a rock, so you're almost not within reach. These are the ends, the pointy end, as it were, is aimed at the guy here. He is not pointing back, but he's holding it crossways, defensively, at the same time as he puts out his hand. So this is a defensive position. Yes, there will be people. We've got to take forward the convictions that we hold. Perhaps what we've gained from putting away old viewpoints, ways of viewing ourselves, putting old ways and seeing ourselves as the, we're on our path now. We're doing what we need to be doing, believing in that, having, holding to that conviction and belief, regardless of what external circumstances, what other people's reaction is. Stand your ground and just keep going. And that's the spirit in which we need to keep moving forward. The external focus is the Ten of Wands. Just getting things across the line, bearing the weight of that responsibility, but doing it willingly. And even though it does make us a bit weary, it's hard work, but it's hard work that will bring something to completion, that will bring something to fruition. There's a purpose. This tree house here that he's building is for a purpose. And when it's complete, he will be able to see the benefits in his life. And if you know what the Ten of Pentacles looks like, because this tree house, when it's finished, features in that with the family situation, then you know it's worthwhile. But there's a lot of heavy work, heavy lifting to be done. But when you've done it, when you got through the finishing line, you've completed it, it will be worth it. So focus on putting your efforts into what you value, what's going to really benefit you. That's where your focus needs to be. As it may be a lot of hard work. It may, literally or metaphorically require a lot of heavy lifting. But it will be worth it for what it achieves in the end. But make sure that what you're doing it for, the purpose you're carrying all these things and trying to do these things, is for a worthy purpose. That could be the other focus there with the Ten of Wands. Again, another Wands card. So this is the inner focus. The Five of Swords. Okay, so we have the swords. The Five of Swords, known as the defeat card or whatever. The inner focus is not letting past defeats, failures, if you like, define your present. She's like still engaging here, but he's walking away. And sometimes we need to walk away from discussions and ways of thinking that we're just not going to win in. They're not worth the effort of trying to win. Some arguments, petty arguments, make sure that what you're focusing on isn't a petty argument or a petty battle that you're focusing on inwardly. what you're reflecting on. And there comes a point where you walk away. And that's where your true success lies, by what comes after you've walked away. If you stay and continue to engage, there's a futility in that. And sometimes, this guy here, let him have what he's gained. Because what has he gained, really? And has what he lost, does what he lost far outweigh what he's gained? Pick your battles is the inner focus too. Focus on what's worth fighting for, what's worth, going after, and things that aren't worth it, just walk away from it and move on to the next thing. And don't be someone that's petty, that just wants to win at any cost. So look to your motivation there about why you're wanting to perhaps win an argument or, win certain things. Just examine your thinking, your motivation. But sometimes the real way to win is just to walk away from the fight, because it's not really a fight worth winning. So look how you engage with others in different situations, and only engage in what's really worthy of your energy. And that which isn't, just leave that. Leave other people to their own devices, to their own thinking, and just get on with what you need to do. Don't let it be a distraction. Okay, so finally, with the general energy of the month is the Queen of Pentacles. So to me, this is providing for yourself the life that you want, practically, physically, the things you need, the things you want in your life, the kind of life you want, the lifestyle, the health, the, do things to perhaps improve your health. What is it? What environment do you want to be? She creates her environment and welcomes others into it. Very warm, welcoming, practically minded. And maybe we need to be practically minded and create the environment and the life that we want for ourselves. We're doing all of this, going for all of these things, is to this aim. That afterwards, when we've created, some things that we want to create, everything comes together and we can look and hold it in our hands. We can touch, we can point to it, the evidence of it, and say, look at the life that I've created here, that I've nurtured, the nurturing of the lifestyle, the life that you want. Start to think about that. Sow the seeds, work it through, bring it through to completion. Don't get involved in petty distractions, and then you'll get the life that you intend. And that seems to be the general energy of the month, is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so that is the month ahead spread for April. Make of that what you will. If you don't know if you have your own interpretations of the spread, generally, and how it applies to you. You may have seen some insights that I missed, but that seems to be the general sort of theme through the month. And we'll see how the daily draws go. We'll see how, the experience lives out until through to the end of the month. Then we'll do a review and see how things went and how well this was, or did it miss the mark, or whether things that only, maybe we'll see some insights into these cards in the spread when we look back, we'll see how they related in some way that perhaps we can't necessarily see now. But as we go through the month and when we look back, we can see, yes, I can see why these particular cards came out. So until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.